my dear students, in the one word substitution video part 1, we learnt about 20 words. They are aesthetics, that means science and art of beauty. Ambiguous, one which doesn't have clear meaning. Autobiography, life story written by oneself. Biography, life story written by somebody else. Centenarian, a person of 100 years or more. Colossus, a very big figure or very important person. Culprit, a criminal. Detractor, one who discourages others. Dictum, statement. Didactic, a moral teacher. Epitaph, engraving or letters on a tomb. Fallout, result. Fatalist, one who depends, one who has a faith in fate. Guide, one who gives advices to others. Honorary, doing service without taking salary or money. Incorrigible, one which cannot be corrected. Inimitable, one which cannot be imitated. Intellectual, a very talented person. Extrovert, a friendly sociable person. Introvert, a person who is isolated, remain isolated from others. So next one is we are going to learn today 10 more words with illustrations. Manuscript, mercenary, misogynist, philogynist, philanthropist, misanthrope, monogamy, omnipresent, polygamy, and pioneer. These words we are going to get in one word substitution in the matching kind of question, the last Roman in the second paper. Let us move, my dear students. Okay. So next important word, one which we are going to learn is a manuscript. Here the word manu, the word comes from manual. Manual here means with hands. Script, second word is a script. Script means writing. Writing with hand. That is a handwritten document, handwritten book, or handwritten paper. That is a manuscript. Let us see what are the different kinds of manuscripts. So in 17th century, manuscript copy of Kalidasa's Raghuvamsha Kavya, Sanskrit, Nepali script. You can see this is handwritten. We call it as a manuscript. One kind of manuscript. Second one, in 18th century, Vedanta manuscript. Vedanta, you know, Vedantas, Sanskrit language, Telugu script, Andhra Pradesh. So this is also, we can see, this is a kind of handwritten document. Next one is Hadith al-Bukhari, a very the most important sayings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So this is also handwritten document. We can call it as a manuscript. Next one is John Keats to Otto manuscript. One unrestored one we can see here. John Keats handwritten document. We can call it as a manuscript. Another one, the one which we have already learned in our lesson, that is Rendezvous with Rai, that is Satyajit Ray's manuscript, handwritten document of Satyajit Ray, we call it as a manuscript. So manuscript means any document, any paper and any book which is handwritten. So very important. Manu means manual or hand written. Script means writing. So don't forget this very important word. Okay, we are going to the next word. Word what we are going to learn is mercenary. one who can do anything for money, not as an employee, not as a servant or as a well-wisher, but for the sake of money, he or she can do anything. Let us see who are mercenaries. So, mercenary is a soldier for personal profits. He participate in wars. He participate in different investigation things, or he participates in creating disturbance in the human society, or blasting the bombs, or he kind of terrorism. So he is a soldier for personal profits. We can call him as a mercenary. Next one is one who fights for money. They take bows, arrows, guns, or AK-47 rifles, or they can hull bombs. They can create a lot of nuisance, disturbance in a human society. So for money, they fight for money. We call them as mercenaries. Next one is a soldier of fortune. Here fortune means luck, money. So another name for mercenary is a soldier of fortune. Next one, they are hired professional soldiers. They have well trained soldiers. They are not trained in government military, but they have been trained individually or in some agencies. So they are not legitimate combatants after the war or during the war. If these soldiers are caught by other countries, so the rules and regulations applicable to the government soldiers will not be applicable to these soldiers. They are private soldiers. They are not government soldiers. So they are hired professional soldiers. So we know this famous person Leonardo da Vinci. He was also a leader of a mercenaries. He was previously a mercenary. Later he became a very, very world famous painter. You can see that Mona Lisa's drawing here. So he is also a very, very world famous painter, but he was a leader of mercenary. You can see his photo here. He was also a world famous mercenary. So next one, you can see a Russian mercenaries planned to disrupt elections. So to disrupt election, to disrupt the daily living of the people, or to frighten the people, or to terrorize the people. So these mercenaries are hired. So the world's most famous mercenaries are known as a savage soldiers. They also called a savage. Savage means brutal, rude, very wild, very violent. So these are the soldiers. For money they can do anything. We call them as mercenaries. This is the second word what we have learned today. Okay, we are going for the third word. Misogynist is a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against women. Miso means against, gyne means woman. Miso against women, he dislikes women. Despises means he hates women, or is strongly prejudiced, he shows bias or partiality towards women. This kind of person is called a misogynist. So here one is stops a women from success. This is one of the qualities of a misogynist. They never want any woman to get a success or to become dominant over men. They always want to keep women under their feet. So they hates women. Here one woman saying love, not hate. They hates women. Who hates women? Misogynist hates women. They feels misogynist feels women as worthless. Only men are worthful. Only men are valuable. Women are not at all valuable. That is their thinking. So they feels women as worthless. Next one, they show prejudice, bias against women, or partiality towards women. So that's why in the hands of the misogynist, women cannot be happier. So the misogynist might be in the form of a husband, or in the form of a brother, or in the form of another woman, or in the form of a government servant or a mercenary, like that. So women are very much tortured by this misogynist. So next, social exclusion and boycott will be done. If a woman does something wrong, they will be excluded from the society. They were driven out of the society. They boycott from the village, from town, from their families, from the society. If men do something wrong, they won't be boycotted. But women, if they do something wrong, they will be boycotted. This is one of the features of a misogynist. Next one, gender or sexual discrimination will be there. More preference is given to men and less preference is given to women. So gender means sex, that is male or female. Discrimination means difference. They show a difference between men and women, more preference to men and less preference to that's why here on slogan is there, support an ILO convention, gender based violence at work, it should be stopped. So next one, hostility towards women will be there. Some men always show enmity, hostility, shatrutvam towards women. So they are misogynist. Androcentrism will be there, is men centered. That means men is the more powerful than women, men is dominant over women, men takes good decisions than the women. So this kind of the society moves around the man, that is man is at the center and women should be around them. This is called androcentrism. Andros means here man, centrism means center. So next one is patriarchy. Man is head of family. So whether women is powerful or not, whether women is literate or not, whether women is educated or not, whether women is a superior or not, so always the family moves around the head of the family should be the male, the father of the family or the eldest son of the family. This is called patriarchy, dominance of the males. So sexual assaults will be there, that is called rapes. So whenever a man develops a hatredness towards a woman, so he may do sexual assault on that woman. So misogynist retaliation is in this form. In most cases, misogynists do not even know that they hate women. So it is a beginning stage in the men. So they think that we are not hating women, but practically they are doing harm to women. At this stage, at this psychological stage, one should keep off from this kind of things. You please, men and boys, you please analyze yourself whether you are developing this kind of misogynistic qualities. So misogyny is typically an unconscious hatred that men form early in life. This in the beginning it seems to be unconscious. Later it will, as the person becomes psychologically matured, he will become abnormally matured. He starts showing misogyny feeling very openly. So the first signs of misogyny are barely noticeable. Already I have told. So one should be very careful about this. A misogynist criticizes women a lot. If you find a man is always criticizing a wife or daughters or other women in the neighborhood or in the society or in the class or in the school or female teachers, you can guess that he is developing misogyny qualities. So next word we are going to learn is philanthropy. So misogynist criticizes women a lot. Miso means against, gyne means women. Please don't forget this word and don't develop these qualities. Okay, let us go to the next word. There is a word which actually has encouraging sense towards women, that is a philogynist. Here phil, phil, phil means love, Gynae. Gynae means female. Love towards female as human beings. Philogynist as a lover of women as a higher type of humanity. Some persons think that women is a superior and they are doing lot of help and benefit to the human society, so they are superior among the human beings. This kind of persons are called philogynists. Let us see. So they do salute to the women. So salute to mother is one who loves mother, sisters, daughters. So this kind of people are definitely philogynists. So votes for women. So no any discrimination, no any difference between a male and female. If a female has greater qualities, they will be given greater opportunities in the society. So for example, Indira Gandhi, she became the first women prime minister and iron lady of India. So it is an indication of a philogynist. Next one, Mary Curie, she was given opportunities in physics. She discovered radioactive material. So one of the best examples for philogynist. Kalpana Chawla, the space woman of our country. Next, Sunita Williams. So these two examples are very, very great examples for philogynism, as a males showing love, affection and preference towards girls and towards women in a good sense. So philogynist, please become philogynist, don't become a misogynist. Please keep these two important words in your mind and prefer this one, philogynism. Okay, next word. The next word is a monogamy. Here mono means a single leda one. Gamy, Gamy, gamy comes from the word gammas. Gammas means marriage. So monogamy means one marriage or one wife or one husband. A practice of having one wife or husband at a time. If one spouse dies, he goes to marry another person, that is not called polygamy, that is also monogamy. So one time one spouse, so that is called monogamy. So this is in this visual you can see this is monogamy, and here also this is also an example for monogamy. Third one, Indian monogamous marriage. So here also Telugu monogamous marriage. So next you can find this monogamy among birds, especially pairs of birds exist. So we call them as a Jantalu, Prema Jantalu. So this is best example for monogamy. So parrots, lovebirds, they are very famous for monogamy. In the same way, two ducks. So this is also very beautiful pair. Best example for monogamy. Monogamy advantages are so very less financial problems in the life and very less discrimination against women. That is, if one woman is more beautiful or richer, so the person starts showing a discrimination difference against the another woman. So this can be misogynism, can be avoided in the case of monogamy. Let us see what is the opposite word for monogamy. The opposite word of monogamy is polygamy. There mono means a single or one. Here poly means many. Gamas means marriage. Many marriages are having many spouses at a time. Polygamy again of two kinds, that is polygamy and polyandry. If many wives means polygamy, many husbands means polyandry. So polygamy is a practice of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. At different times, after the death means that is a different thing. So at a time maintaining many wives and many husbands, that comes under polygamy. So here you can see this person has two wives. It is an example for polygamy. So this one, three wives are there. One example for polygamy. Here also three wives and many children of their wife spouses. So this is also an example for polygamy. So here one husband, three wives are there. So polygamy example. So here many wives are there. So I don't know what kind of person is. So this is one example for polygamy. So among birds also, especially the rooster, it has many hens, many fowls. So one of the best examples for polygamy among the birds. So among the animals here, a tiger and many three tigresses are there. So this is also an example for a polygamy. So in the case of Mahabharata, we can find a polyandry, one wife, many husbands, 5 husbands. So that is an example for polyandry. So polygamy is after poly means many, gamy means marriages. So let us see what is the next interesting word in today's topic. Another important word is omnipresent. Here, omni means everywhere, all over, universal, omni. Present, present means that is present or exist. So one who is present everywhere or anything which is present everywhere is called omnipresent. It is an adjective. For example, God is omnipresent. God is everywhere. Here you can see in the universe, God is there on the earth, on the moon, on the Mars, on every planet. So God is omnipresent. God is present everywhere. Second one, bacteria, though it is not present in space or on the moon or in the other planets, it is present all over the world. Another word for this is cosmopolitan is also there. So we can call bacteria as omnipresent. They present everywhere, in air, in water, in soil, in plants, in human beings, so in animals. So bacteria is a omnipresent. Next one is a Parthenium, Congress grass, Pichima supatri or Pichichetu. So we can have different names for this. So this Parthenium is also omnipresent. It has such a powerful root system and chemicals which secretes, which kills all other plants which are growing around it, and it has spread all over the country. See, actually it came to India in 1960s and 70s, but now it is present everywhere in India. So we can call Parthenium as an omnipresent dangerous weed. Next one is the gravity. Gravity is everywhere. We know the F is equal to, that is a law of gravity is there, universal law of gravity. So gravity exists everywhere between every two objects. So there is a force of attraction, we call it. Gravity is also omnipresent. So next one, light. Light is present every object. Luminous object is emitting light. That might be so many billions of stars are there, they are emitting light. In the same way, that light is being reflected by planets, reflected by satellites. So light we can call as omnipresent. So word is philanthropy. So I already told phil, phil, phil means love. Anthropos, antropous, anthropos means man, one who loves mankind, one who devotes his life or wealth for the love of mankind is called a philanthropist. Here I will show some important present day philanthropist of the world. For example, Bill Gates is one of the most famous philanthropists in the contemporary world. And the same way, Azim Premji, he belongs to India. He gives a lot of money, funds, and service to the poor, downtrodden, and needy people India's we can consider him as the biggest philanthropist of our country. And next one, Warren Buffett is also a very very famous philanthropist. Next one, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, he is also a very noted philanthropist. Next, as per our lesson, I will do it in that Narayana Murthy, he is also a philanthropist. The word philanthropy is there in that lesson also. So they are the lovers of mankind, they are the helpers of the mankind, servants of the mankind, not for the sake of any material or money benefit, for the sake of humanity. They are doing lot of service. We call that kind of persons as philanthropist. Okay, next word. The opposite word for philanthropy, just like the opposite for misogynist is philogynist. Against philanthrope, misanthrope is there. Mis means against, anthropos means human being. Those who work against human being. A misanthrope is a person who dislikes humankind and avoids human society. So they hate human beings. Misanthropes hate human beings, a kind of psychos. So they distrust human beings. They don't believe any person, even they don't believe themselves. They don't believe their wives, their children, their students, their teachers, the society itself. So they distrust human beings. They contempt towards the human race. They have anger towards human race. They do something always. They try to do something bad. For example, terrorists are there. Some enemy countries are there. So they are misanthropes. So people are using atom bombs, hydrogen bombs, nuclear bombs, and doing lot of pollution, lot of releasing harmful substances into the society, into water, air, soil. Also can be considered indirect misanthropes. They are doing harm to the humanity. So in the same way, some opinion is that the coronavirus has been created in labs, in biotechnology lab. This is a biotech virus. So definitely this kind of countries or organizations, agencies, human beings or scientists are considered as misanthropes. They are working against the well-being of the humankind. I pray no one should become like this. Okay, let us go to next word. In this video, the 10th word is a pioneer. Pioneer means founder. One who is the first to work in a particular area of knowledge is called pioneer or founder. F-O-U-N-D-R, founder. So for example, for Instagram founder Kevin Systrom, he is a pioneer of Instagram. You know, Instagram, a very very famous social networking app is there. So Angry Birds, you know this game, a very very famous game. So the pioneer of Angry Birds is Jaco Lisalo. He is a Filipino. He is from Philippines. Pioneer of Angry Birds. In the same way, Uber, that Uber cabs are there. His founder Travis Kalanick. This kind of persons are pioneers or founders. So next one, you know, the most famous social networking app is WhatsApp. A very majority of cell phone holders use this app. Their pioneers were John Coombe and Brian Acton. They are the pioneers of WhatsApp. The word pioneer, how to use, I am telling. So the last one, the pioneer of software industry in India, that is Infosys, is Mr. Narayana Murthy. This is related to our lesson. I will do it. Okay, my dear children, these 10 words and 20 words of the previous video, you please revise them and try to use them in your daily vocabulary, daily writing, and daily conversation, and on each word you can convert each word as a topic and write one paragraph, so that the vocabulary, the words, the new words can be remembered, can be long last in your minds. And also you can get a creative writing practice. Don't forget this. Please write your doubts in the comment box, and don't forget to note down the important words, their meanings, whatever I have told in this video, and don't forget to submit the attendance form. Okay, thank you.